Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for starting off so late, but I'm just happy to be here. I had a really good day today, and a lot has happened. A lot of good stuff, thankfully. But yeah, happy to be here. I still got some stuff I gotta prepare for tomorrow. So that's why I'm streaming anyway. So it gives me a little bit of motivation to get those things done. And in case you just need a little bit of company, if you want to sleep for a little while and you want to get some rest, this is the time to do that. Um, I don't think I will be pulling anything today because this is not one of those streams. Even though there is a full moon tonight. And hello, Le Savoir. Good evening. I'm pretty good. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight's not a pulling stream, it's a co-working stream, actually. But don't delete yourself off the queue. Because are you coming back on Saturday by chance? Saturday or Sunday? Because like if you come back then, I can pull for you. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I have to kind of respect like my cycle a little bit because during the week um I have to like make sure I'm on task, but on the weekend, yeah, I know. Like that I would work best during the weekend. Like are you going to be back on Saturday though? Saturday or Sunday? Okay. Yeah, come back Saturday. Don't delete yourself off the queue. Stay in there. Come back on Saturday, okay? Because he'll be first in the queue when you show up, like I said. Okay, awesome. Getting back on track here. Um, yes. So, so if you wanted to take a little bit of time to relax, whether you want to work on stuff yourself, I know it's like around like 10 p.m. my time, so it's a little late for some people, but I know it's like around the a.m. at this point for the Asiatic and Pacific countries right now. So y'all are probably just starting your days. But for those who are here late at night, if you just want to like sleep to my voice or the background music I'm going to play, which actually is going to be a little bit of jazz because today is International Jazz Day, one of my favorite holidays. And yesterday was Queen Herbie's birthday and also Kate Mulgrew's birthday, aka Catherine Janeway from Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, and Red from Orange is the New Black. It was her birthday yesterday too. I was like, bruh, all my celebrity female heroes, their birthdays are happening like all at once. Oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, we had a little bit of fun yesterday, and then today it is, yeah, today is International Jazz Day. So I'm gonna play some chill hop tracks tonight that will um that will kind of bring in that mood. So I got a few things that I gotta do today. First off, there's some people that I really want to get in touch with that I really found really cool today that I really want to like really want to keep in touch with them because like I had a really good conversations with these people. Uh, I'll tell you the whole story once I get some music going, but yeah, really great people. And one woman I really vibed with this woman. So here's like I'm going to share a little bit of a story. But yeah, let me get some music going here. Let's get started. A little bit of nice soothing music. Ooh, that's a nice jazzy vibe there. Uh-huh. That's perfect. So I met this amazing woman. I'm going to show you. her YouTube, I felt the need to give her a shout out because she basically feels like, oh, let me just make sure I'm still connected there because I lost connection for 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. She basically feels like the person that I would be when I grow up. Let me show you her YouTube. I'll say what I mean. So, this lady, she started this channel called What Nobody Told Me After 65, and she is a senior citizen advocate. So, recently, she started a network where called Between Years. She does all this work to help senior citizens be able to participate in society a lot more after retirement, because as she found herself pretty quickly when she became a senior citizen after she turned 65, was that even though she enjoyed the break for about 3 months, she really thirsted for a bit of purpose that she had in her working years. And so that's how she started up her YouTube channel, and then later on started this network called Between Years, where she helps transitioning seniors, those who are 65 and above, find some way to put their skills and their wisdom to good use to improve society. And just earlier, I went to this networking event where we voted on people who would get seed grants towards various projects. And I'm happy to say that this woman got the second prize award, which is like $200 of seed money that you could put towards this project. And there have been, let me get my notes here, give me one moment. So there have been several senior-based programs in this country, in the United States. There's a group called the Gray Panthers, which is a focus on senior activism. Then there's the Red Hat Society, which is much more of a social club, and that has its own ups and downs, so to speak. And then there's also the group AARP, which also has a bit of an advocacy spin, but it's also very much leaning more towards sponsorships. And case in point, you don't even have to be a retiree to even join AARP. I'm a member and I'm only in my 30s. I mean, I know there's like fire and stuff, but I'm not a fire lady. So yeah, why do I need AARP membership? Because the discounts are amazing. Okay. I got it for that. So this organization, the Between Years, is focusing on active participation in society and also giving senior citizens the knowledge to be able to participate fully, because there are some senior citizens who have no idea how to send an email, send a text, even interact with social media, or even have the knowledge. And so the seed money that she will get will also provide a platform for these seniors and will provide materials, refreshments, and workshops. And she's hoping to be able to make this a duplicatable, like basically a repeatable and expandable format for people. So if you want to find out more about like stuff that she does and you just want to support her, here's her YouTube channel. Go watch her. I'm certainly going to watch her stuff after I'm done with this little co-working time. And the other project that really touched me was this Read to Succeed program to reduce the literacy gap for middle schoolers and high schoolers, because it gets more pronounced once you get past elementary school a lot of the time, because there's a presumption, at least here in the States, than about other countries, but at least here in the States, there's this presumption that like maybe like there's kind of this pressure to kind of just make the child or the student move on to the next grade, and in hopes that they will catch up to the next reading level by the next term. And eventually people kind of find out that like that doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. And a lot of these children are just left in the dust. They're not where they should be in terms of their education, and then there's not really strong resources as to how they can actually catch up with the literacy. So this one teacher that I came across in this group decided to make a project in his hometown to improve reading outcomes. And I found with a lot of these projects as well, so there's a nice intersectional way about these programs. And it really motivated me to really think about ways that I can help and impact my community here. And I guess long story short, a bunch of these people that I came across in this conference that I was in earlier, and that's why I got a little bit delayed to start this stream tonight, it's because a bunch of them want to support my study abroad campaign. They want to help make it possible. And I feel so happy and so relieved, because I thought for a while it probably wasn't going to happen, but it might actually happen. It might actually happen still. So I'm happy to say that it might happen, and I just feel so grateful to these people that I came across today. So shout out to them. I hope, likewise, if they needed any extra help with their projects, I will do my best to help them out whenever I can. Even if it's just talking here. Okay. So now I'm probably wondering why am I talking about this? Because I made these flyers where I talked about my study abroad campaign and here's ways to help, and this lady just got impressed. I was like, listen, I'm gonna go watch you and support you because you're doing basically what I want to do for my senior citizen community, to show them that it's never too late to follow their dreams. And I'm like, this is what I'm saying to people in my cohort in their 30s, because especially for like women, there's a sense of like the moment you cross 30, it's like it's too late for you. Time to settle down. It's time to like live vicariously through your children, etc. And I want this channel, and I want the work that I do from this point onward to show people that it's never too late to follow your dreams. I know 33 is young in the grand scheme of things, even though it's getting towards middle age. Let's be for real. I'm 7 years away. I am 7 years away from, well, actually more like 6, like a few months away, like 6.5, well, 6.25, let's be more accurate here. 6.25 years away from 40. That's middle age practically. Not that far away. I'm not that far from my 20s. Like, I'm only 3-4 years away from my 20s, but I'm 6.5 years away from 40. So I'm getting up there. And yet I have to remember, I mean, Queen Herbie just turned 40, and then Kate Mulgrew just turned 71, and she's still going. And the thing that I have to remember most importantly is that there is life after all of these thresholds. They say time to settle down, time to stop, time to let others take over. There's still ways that you can pave the way for other people, and especially the youth, to succeed. 6 and some change. Oh my god, you just barely made it home. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you did though. So glad you did though. Whew. Where was I? Shoot. But I'm glad you made it back. Thank you for chatting with me, and thank you. Like, I got to shout out to Evelyn Rose, because she took me to these really cool events today. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, as long as we're still living on this earth, these thresholds when it comes to age, they are so artificial. And somebody in that group said it best, because we have nice. Okay, you just barely made it. Good. I'm glad Gabe got to see you before you went to bed. Anyway, what was I saying? There was this one thing that of course, but there was this one thing that someone said that really stood out to me, that I'm really, like, it was one of the first presenters actually that really stood out to me, that I think I'm going to carry for the rest of my life. There is wisdom in age, and there's progress in youth. So, with the youth that I've got right now, in this in-between stage of wisdom and progress, this is the time for me to really take the risks that will help me develop that wisdom I can pass down to make more progress for other people. There is a point where I'm going to have to step back. If anything, we're all going to step back when we're 6 feet under and in heaven, okay? We're all going to go there. But while we're still on Earth, while we're still here, we can still aspire to wonderful things for ourselves and each other. And I think that's the issue with, like, celebrity culture and even work culture nowadays. And we were talking about that today, that there's this issue of, like, there's competition. There's no room. There's, like, if I pave the way for somebody else, then there's no room for me. Not true. Not true, okay? There is plenty of room for you in whatever space you want to occupy. If anything, your job is to expand the platform so that other people can more easily thrive and step up to where you are. And they in turn support you to shine even further. It's a mutual exchange, not one superseding the other. I know we live in a society where ranking is such a big thing. Ranking, pedigree, degrees, certifications. Like, we have this system. And yet, that system is nothing without some respect towards the fact that we are all living beings on this planet, regardless of our geography, regardless of our generation, regardless of our social orientation, sexual, romantic, etc., of our national and personal identities. We are global, if not planetary, citizens of the space that we call Earth. We need to love and respect each other as such. We're not perfect, and that's okay. And we simultaneously have this big capacity to really love, hold, and care for each other in this life. And so, if there's one message I hope you get from this, even if it's for a brief moment, it is a full moon in Scorpio. it officially is tomorrow, but we're feeling it. Most of us are probably feeling it today. Take care of those dreams, because I think that someday you'll find a space where somebody will come over and finally understand and thrive, and help them thrive. I'm lucky that I found some people who have helped me do that. You guys watching are some of the people that have helped me do that. And I appreciate you. And whatever way it happens, whether it's continuing here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Substack, on whatever platforms I happen to have, let's go on this journey together. And let's help each other thrive. Okay? And with that, I think it's time that I started doing a bit of work. Feel free to message if you want. There's a speech that I got. There's a couple of speeches that I gotta write down. And then I want to do a little bit of sigil work. I completed the sigil that I started during the last co-working session, but I want to start a new one, because I've been not gonna lie, I've been meditating on nature and the weather and all these interesting things that it does. And I really want to cement this beautiful, interesting moment that we have here. Because tomorrow, it's Beltana, aka May Day. We're also having a Scorpio full moon on the first day of the year, on a Friday no less. There's a lot of transformation going on in this place, okay? A lot of transformation. So, if you want a bit of a journaling or meditation prompt for tonight, here's this. I felt like talking about it because I won't really have a chance to tomorrow. So, Beltana, aka May Day, some cultures it's called Walpurgisnacht. It's a holiday. Some people go as far as making it a bonfire holiday, which celebrates the transition, the door into summer, and fertility. Some tend to focus on more physical fertility, as in having children. The original fertility was in reference to the earth, the planet, agriculture. And recently it's extended into creativity. Because depending on the region that you're from, they sometimes invoke what the equivalent of like Mother Nature is in respective areas to awaken and bring the plants up. Other places, it's a return of the spring goddess, like Persephone. Persephone's rising out of the underworld at this point. And Demeter is happy to see her daughter up and about, back on the earth, reuniting with her again. So there's those stories. I've also heard that this period, especially with a Scorpio energy, I've also heard Beltana can be a period of radical transformation and affirming an identity that otherwise might have laid buried. And that's the part of Beltana that I really want to embrace in this period. It's the transformation, the metamorphosis from seed to sapling, where there's a deeper embrace of who you've always wanted to be, what aspects you've always wanted to bring into the forefront. And so, this is what I call for you in this season, in this full moon. It's about gratitude, too. But with Beltana, there's a little bit of an oomph of transformation in here. And my prompt for you this May Day is, what aspects of yourself do you want to embrace this May season, this month of Maying? What do you want to embrace? I got a little inspired by the convention we went to in February, Between the Worlds and Sacred Space, the combined conference. And the event started with calling in the egregore of the conference and also welcoming in your most magical self for those 4 days that we were there and beyond it. It was pretty incredible. There were so many synchronicities that happened in that place. Likewise, what magical self do you want to call in during this season? What do you want to embrace this season? That's the prompt I've got for you. And that's certainly what I'm going to think about during this work period. Excuse me. It's a little late, but gotta do what I gotta do, right? So, feel free to chat if you're in the mood. I will respond when I can. In the meantime, I'm gonna write the speeches I need to write. Excuse me. すいません。ちょっと眠い。ちょっと眠いです。Trying to bring back my Japanese as much as I can, especially since I have 1 month left. I didn't think I was going to be doing this again, but hey, that's life. Okay. I made some pretty good progress here. Let me see. That's streaming, so I might raid her after this. I think I might need another... I think I might need maybe another 30 or 45 minutes. And then I think I should be done for today. So... okay. So what I'm doing is opening words for Beltana, the Beltana ceremony, and it's coming along. It's coming along very it's coming along very nicely. I think I'm partly there. I'm partway there. I have a very strong vision of what I want to express for today, but not today, for this event. And it's like, I'm almost there. I can feel it. It's like right there. So I'm going to take a moment and step back a little. The vision's very clear, but I'm going to refuel before I push through. Gotta pace yourself with these things, because it can be a lot if you're not careful. I have been thinking about this for days, but yeah, it can be easy to lose track of what you're saying unless you're really thinking about it. And I have been thinking about it through this week, and it's just today that I finally gotten the words. Do yourselves a favor, don't wait until the last moment if you can. When it comes to doing this work. With that said, however, always keep, if you are going to wait that long, at least keep your ideas to the forefront as you go. Right? I did not realize how much quieter my laptop is, so it makes the noise gate kind of unnecessary, because compared to my Mac, it's not even catching the fan noise in the background, unless I'm proven wrong, because I mean, it's only caught my dad going into the other room pretty easily. But as you kind of saw, I kept topping out during last night's Stronghold, so that part when I lost against the rat and I was like laying back, like I was like, like what? Because I was kind of yelling at myself, like, how did I let myself lose again? How did I lose again? And to make matters worse, I was doing so good. I didn't think about the fact that when it comes to these old school games, there's no such thing as autosave. So if you lose right there without saving beforehand, you have to start all over again. I lost the habit of saving in between. And as a result, I had to start all over again. Man, that sucked. But you know what? That second castle that I did ended up turning out a whole lot better than the first one. That first or second one. Like the third castle that I did, I did the trick. When I figured out, the moment it clicked for me that I didn't have to focus so hard on the stone production. It just worked. It just worked. It just made sense. I was able to kind of get it done. Get it done. And it was just, at that point, it was just a numbers game. I know in the past, for sure, I don't know what it was about, like, old school Stronghold and the way the AI was designed in that game, like, being so hardcore. But it was so much harder. I remember it being so much harder. Then again, maybe my dad did it on hard. I don't know. I thought he did it on normal. But there's something about that AI where, like, the attacks felt more constant in the original version. And so as a result, back then it was impossible to make an army like what I did in what I did last night. But somehow I did it. Like, I almost matched number per number with what the snake brought in. Thinking about it now. And I know if you go higher in difficulty, the less troops he sends. And the next stream, which I think I'll put on, well, next stream's tomorrow, and that's on my PS4, and that's the Sonic Mania Plus stream. That's going to be a PS4 stream. Probably going to be like late morning, maybe early afternoon, most likely. So it's going to be about 2 hours, maybe 1 hour. We'll see how I feel. But anyways, next Stronghold stream is probably going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday. I wanted to continue, maybe like continue until the first week of whatchamacallit, the first week of May, maybe longer. We'll see. But we're gonna take out the rat, and then I believe the next one is the snake. The next one we're fighting is the snake, and the snake is very resourceful. And it's gonna be interesting for sure, because most of the missions from this point onward, it's gonna be raid the keep, and then take over the keep and reconstruct the castle, hold it firm until the last battle stands. It's one of those missions. And I already had a hard time with the rat missions, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to tolerate this next few. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can get a little faster. We're doing those missions. I mean, I can't just time, of course, but like the game speed, of course, but I'm gonna see if I can get good. Especially if I try online play in the future. Okay, I think I've rested enough. Let's get back to it. And then I think I'm going to read it to you all, and feel free to comment down below what you think of it. But yeah, in the meantime, we are going to continue work. So, be back with you in a bit. Please feel free to, once again, comment. I also really want to watch Skylife's recent video with Queen Herbie. It just came out today. But I always saw the notification now, so I'm super excited. Come on, computer. Please behave. I have this little bit left. Please. 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 I don't need to rewrite all that again. Probably should have saved before I... gallivanted. Also, I just started watching the J-drama Straight to Hell, which is basically about a super famous fortune teller and the backstory of how she became the person that she became. Basically, she was a child during World War II. And then, like, grew up pretty roughly at first because, well, family was in extreme poverty. But then eventually they worked their way out of it. But obviously not without some ups and downs along the way. And I just finished episode 4 last night. And again, what am I saying? I started the series last night and I had to end at episode 4. And we haven't even gotten to the fortune-telling portion yet, like how she even got into it. And the astrology. But the title of Straight to Hell comes from her super blunt, no nonsense way of telling her predictions, where if the querent doesn't follow the super strict advice that she has, then they'll basically go straight to hell, so to speak. And she's kind of a mixture of like astrologer and intuitive. It's kind of a weird mixture. And it looks like it looks like we won't get the the fortune telling aspect until around the next episode I have to get to, which is episode 6. Because like episode 5, it gets a bit dark, but yeah. But yeah, they make as if that they might make a season 2 about this, but I'm getting the vibe of limited series with the way the story came out. Because the episodes are about like between 45 minutes to an hour long. But the thing is though, so much happens in that hour that you don't feel it. You really don't feel the time period. It feels like you've only watched 20 minutes. But like, no, it's like, it's an hour. Episode 1 is an hour 2 minutes. Episode 2 is 56 minutes. Episode 3 is 46 minutes. Episode 4 is 49. Episode 5 is an hour. I have 20 minutes left on that one. Episode 6 is 46 minutes. 7 is 56 minutes. Episode 8 is 58 minutes. And then the last episode is 1 hour 5 minutes. And it's just so fascinating. Because Kasuko, the Uranaishi, the fortune teller, has such a fascinating personality. And yet, like, there were a couple of things that she did in the past. It's like, girl, it was like, especially like during like episodes 3 and 4, it was like, bruh, the trap was there from a mile away. In fact, your brother saw it before you did. Why do you keep going for these people? Oh my goodness. Like, I just kept on getting like, oh my god, girl. Just why? Why do you keep getting stuck with these people? Why is it get mixed up with this company? Why? I know, interesting story, but why? I know childhood trauma. Why? Just why? You'd think after that you'd be hardened so quickly that you'd figure it out, but no. I was like, how is this person a business, a savvy businesswoman again? But yeah, that was painful. That was painful. But yeah, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm in episode 5 now, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, how does she get out of this one? This is really bad. Because like basically everything that she didn't want to happen basically happened. I just want to go, oof. Lay off. Hey. Aish. That was painful. But yeah, I'm excited to see how she comes out of it, and then most importantly, what like story will she weave here, because I think there's some sort of like deception she's doing. No, it restarted. Shoot. I hope it saved my work. I should have saved before I put down my computer, because that's gonna be so much I have to redo if it didn't. That's painful. But anyway, yeah, clearly, I think she has mob connections, no doubt. But what else is going on? I don't know. I don't know how much of it is like her spin to get people off of her, but clearly I think she's like she's clearly manipulating something. I don't know what, but hopefully we get to find out. If not, if there is a season 2, I'd love to see Kyoko's side of the story. The Kyoko's like the novelist, because like she gets called to like write a novel about Kazuko's life up until that point. And yeah, I kind of want to see like her side of the story, especially like um after everything gets done. You know? I'm super excited. I think it might turn out to be I think it might turn out to be a choice for the novelist about like whether to expose her that much or go along with the farce. I think that's my guess as to what it'll come down to. Oh no. I lost all that work. Shoot. This blows. Wait. Oh, thank God! It saved everything. It saved everything. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Whew. And thankfully, I paused when I did. Like, if I didn't pause when I did, I probably would have lost everything. Oh my goodness. That was close. Anyway, I'm gonna continue writing. But yeah, show I'm watching right now is called Straight to Hell. I forgot what the Japanese pronunciation of that is. I'm hoping to get that better. It's like Jigoku ni. Forgot the rest of it. The pronunciation. If I watch it again, I'm sure I'll catch it again. But yeah, it's so interesting. It also kind of, in a way, it also talks about a lot with, it deals a lot with, excuse me. With, like, war and cultural trauma as well. And especially, like, generational divides. Because Kazuko in particular doesn't really regard the younger generation too fondly when it comes to their work ethic, but by that same breath, she doesn't completely underestimate them either. It's really odd because she's like treating this author like almost like a second kid in a way, where it's like, you go ahead and write this story. You go ahead and write this biography for me, and eventually you can give your ex-husband, who is also a book editor, the middle finger for not believing in you. And she just goes with it, even though the author herself literally has doubts about Kazuko and her abilities. And ironically, Kazuko likewise feels the same about fortune tellers initially, that they're just grifters. Grifters grifting the vulnerable people, whether it's poverty or something else into believing them. Even though, ironically, the fortune teller was correct in a lot of ways. Because that guy basically said that Kazuko would have great triumph, but it's gonna come at the cost of her having insatiable desires, like her wanting too much, her wanting more. It's an insatiable desire to be more, to the point where it plunges her straight to hell, essentially, a living hell. And that's precisely how things panned out for her in a lot of ways. Like, she did have great triumphs, but the way they panned out, it was basically her plunging straight into hell. So I'm really wondering how things are going to unfold for her, really. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and get this paper done, because I know if I stay focused enough for the next half hour, I should be done, and then I can read out what it is that I've written. Okay? Okay, I think I have it. I feel good about it. Okay, I think I've done it. I think I might do my sigil work outside of um the stream after all, because it took a little longer than expected. But I mean, I did it in an hour 46, which is not bad, actually. And it'll be enough time at least to do a nice moonlit walk. Also, hello, Momo. Great to see you here. I know you usually don't tune in this late, so really appreciate you. But for context, um, I've been writing opening words for the Beltana ceremony that is happening tomorrow. Always a crooking. I even redeemed a 15 stream streak, just didn't see it. Oh my gosh. You've been here that many? Wow, look at you. Thank you for tuning in for as long as you have. I really appreciate it. But anyway, let me go ahead and read the speech I got for you guys. Excuse me. I'm gonna use a snooze here because I think it might take up the entire time. So, this is what I got. So, imagine. Yes, I am raiding after this. I'm gonna raid. If she's still online, Fazani's where I'm gonna raid tonight. So, so the opening. So here's the opening words that I have for the ceremony that I've got, and I hope y'all like it. I will try to. I might try and cut down a little bit more, but this is what I want to share initially. And it's about 655 words. Hope y'all like it. and this is for the opening ceremony at Beltana. Merry meet, blessed Beltana, happy May Day. Wedges bound for the Brocken are we. The stubble is yellow, the new grain is green. From Goethe's Faust. There are many names for this month of Maying. This holiday celebrates the midpoint between spring and summer times. Traditionally, this is an agricultural fertility festival where cattle were let out to pasture and rituals are done to encourage growth. Special bonfires are kindled to bless the people and all living beings' protection, as well as banish baneful spirits and bad luck. This is then followed by revelry and feasting, with offerings to the Shi, descendants of the Tuatha De Danann. Beltana is also a celebration of the expansive energies between the seasons. It is one of two times where the veil between the spirit and material worlds is at its thinnest, the other being Samhain. While Samhain focuses on the ancestors and what's past, Beltana focuses on this life, succession, and what's to come next. The festival has been heavily associated with human fertility, mostly in terms of heteronormativity and procreation. But with tonight's ritual, we hope to expand and make fertility a more accessible notion. It has already happened with the way the holiday has been revived. In my first alma mater, Bryn Mawr College, in addition to the traditional Morris dances, to wake up the earth and the maypole, there is an important alternative expression of May Day, the Mayhole dance, an affirmation of the feminine, often with us yelling the refrain of Dar Williams is as cool as I will not be afraid of women, stripping away major vestiges of the patriarchy from how we looked at ourselves, body, mind, and soul. Another view, a famous self-coined permissionary, Mia Magic, saw Beltana as a chance to reconnect with and transform into the powerful magical being she always saw herself to be. In today's ceremony, we will be invoking many deities from around the world that have balanced and gone beyond the human constructions of the gender binary. While thinking about this day, through the guidance of Ameno Uzume, the Japanese goddess of the dawn, creativity, and mirth, I realized another aspect of Beltana that we need to bring more to the forefront: pleasure. How often in our lives have we denied our joy, our pleasure, our access to our most magical selves for the long haul? How often do we place our excitement for the one special day or the someday? Through this ceremony and the celebration, I call upon us to discover and tap into our most magical, joyful, and whimsical selves today. Take this as a chance to release any of the bindings that make it difficult to embrace, let alone exhibit your forms of creativity and fertility, and finally receive that permission slip from the universe that has always been sent to you, that all of you is welcome here. So I'd like you to take this moment to prepare your intentions. Imagine yourself allowing the fire, the shared laughter, and our collective joy and excitement to take them and, bring them alive in your life and the lives around you from this day onward. To conclude, I'd like to say a brief gratitude to the kami that inspired me to step up to this moment in time. Great Kami Azne no Uzume, I thank you for being a significant presence of joy, creativity, and artistry in our lives on this blessed day of Beltana and on this full moon in the sign of Scorpio. We welcome you here to the celebration. Please guide us in our endeavors tonight. Help us discover and express our truest selves here in this sacred space. Bring light, pleasure, and laughter to our festivities. Make our space fertile with creativity, and help us transform into our most magical and renewed selves on this day. So mote it be. And it is done. Okay. 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 All right. I feel pretty good. I think this is a good place for me to end the stream. And I think I've done the work. I think I've done all the major work that I needed to do. Okay. So, thank you so much for being so understanding of why things had to start out so late. Huge apologies, but I'll be sure to notify you all much more in advance. Um, much more in advance in the future. Well, I'll do my best to continue to put stuff in the events in the future. But anyway, next time, tomorrow, we are gonna play Sonic Mania Plus. Heads up, everybody, it's going to be an early stream precisely because of what I'm doing tomorrow. So that's why if you don't see anything during that night, you know why. Thankfully, Seer Saturday and Oracle Forecast on Sunday should still happen as per usual. So come back over if you want a tarot reading or some other thing here. There's a time to tune in. And I'm happy to say that I finally found one of my tarot decks that I've been looking for the past several months, if not the past year. It's the very first deck that I ever received, and I'm hoping to maybe do a little bit of Tarot 101 as well, to do a bit of myth busting as to how to look at these decks and such. And then I'm probably going to continue the daily streams for a little bit longer. So Monday, I will finally play Escape Simulator. And then Tuesday, I will play more Stronghold HD. That's fun. Now, in terms of the charity of the season, it is going to change starting tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. But today is, well, at least for this Wheel of the Year, the last time I'm promoting, at least for now, the Foundation for Women's Health, which they are doing an initiative with Lupita Nyong'o's foundation to improve fibroid treatments for women, to make them less invasive and to give them more options for what they want to do with their bodies. So if you want more information, go check out the Foundation for Women's Health website. I have also a campaign for Operation Seidangakuin, which is to help fundraise for my study abroad trip. You tuning into the channel already makes a huge difference in terms of me being able to afford the trip. Other ways you can help out, you can donate, be it through coffee or through bits, or you can purchase campaign items, which I have listed on the right side of the screen. I've just put up the poll for the Discord listening party for the next one happening. It's going to be up there for 2 weeks, but y'all can start voting now, and then within the first week of it being done, I will determine the next one happening. And in real life, Queen Harper, honestly, making 40 look real good. Happy birthday to her. She had her birthday yesterday. I'm hoping to go to her Isle of Queen tour in Philly on August 1st. Last I checked, there's still tickets left. So if y'all want to join me for that, you're welcome to do so. Finally, here's where you can find me outside of this channel. I have Blue Sky, I got Discord, I got TikTok. Of course, I'm here on Twitch and also on YouTube for DJ MK Off the Air. Theological Otaku is going to be my vlog channel where I'm going to put up all the stuff from my traveling abroad, and maybe some of the stuff that I've done in the past in terms of school and also my past travels. And then if I have a Substack, thirdnerd.substack.com, and like I mentioned earlier, my coffee shop. Finally, this episode was filmed in the homelands of the Nanticoke and Lenape peoples. If you want to find out more about whose indigenous lands you live on, as well as more information about the tribes and the people and ways you can support the project, visit native-land.ca. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Sonic Mania. But until next time, remember, you have immense permission to be who you want to be in this season. We're about to turn the wheel of the year, so blessed Beltana, happy May Day. Hope you're having a good Walpurgis Nacht. And happy full moon in Scorpio. Happy full flower moon. And, as always, may your heart be your guiding key. Till next time, I'll see you later. For those who are watching on YouTube, it's the end of the video. For those who are live on Twitch, stand by for a raid. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.